Brock Purdy is kind of like that, isn't he? When Brock Purdy came on the scene, nobody expected nothing from Brock Purdy. They expected him to just be salvageable, serviceable. Hey, don't screw this up, kid. We got a good team. We got a good defense. Just don't make mistakes. And he did that. And he went above and beyond that and got them into the Super Bowl, right? But you start to see them a lot more. Year 2 plays pretty good last year. He was in the MVP talks. But after a while, when the weapons started to get hurt, you saw his play drop. And now you're starting to think, is he a guy that can be able to lead us as a franchise quarterback, or is he just a guy that can fit the system? I'm telling you that Brock Purdy is a guy that just fits your system. The San Francisco 49ers are in a tough spot. They don't have a quarterback that they can turn to. They don't have somebody that says, man, you know, Brock Purdy's struggling right now. Do we stay with Brock, or do we give somebody else another opportunity? They don't have that. They have to go all in with Brock Purdy. But here's the other problem, is that it's almost payday for Brock Purdy. So if they don't extend him this year, obviously I think he has a 5th-year option. It's either shit or get off the pot very soon. And the money that he's going to be asking for is Dak Prescott level money. That's the going price now, $55+ million a year. Now, you're really going to go spend that for a guy that anytime that there's weapons that are hurt, Brandon Ayuk is out for the season. You have, what's the other guy? We have,
Debo?
Yeah, Debo Samuel, banged up, has pneumonia. We don't know how he's going to come back. Well, you know, they have Kittle, George Kittle that's there. They have Christian McCaffrey that we don't know when he's coming back. So all of these pieces that they're supposed to have, and now you have a quarterback that's reliant on those pieces, and you're starting to see the struggles, right? October, what are we seeing? 3 games, 57% passer percentage, right? 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He has a quarterback rating of 73.5. Sounds good? No. It's terrible. This is supposed to be a team that's destined for the Super Bowl. They have a lot of high-priced contracts this year. So they've pushed all of their chips into the middle of the table. And for right now, they don't look like a Super Bowl team at all. They're 3-4, and they have big concerns. Now, yeah, they got the Cowboys coming up. Even if they beat the Cowboys, you still don't look at this team as that they're actually a contender. And it starts with their quarterback. He's average. I think he's always been average. I think the fact that he got them to the Super Bowl kind of gave people this false perception of who he actually is. He was Mr. Irrelevant in the draft for a reason. He got this opportunity and he's made the best of it. But the longer you see Brock Purdy is the more he becomes that significant other that now you're spending a lot more time with, and you're starting to realize that they're fucking annoying. And you have to find a way to break this to them gently. Dear John letter is coming, right? That ghost text or whatever it is, right? Something's coming to say we have to sever this relationship. It's not you, it's me. So at some point, the San Francisco 49ers are probably going to have to tell Brock Purdy, it's not you, it's me. Because he's not a guy, clearly, that can be able to lead them to the Super Bowl if everything is not perfect. You need a quarterback. If you're going to pay a quarterback $60 million a season, he needs to be a guy that can be able to go off script and literally drag your team through the mud to get you a win. This is why, Patrick Mahomes has that ability. Joe Burrow has that ability. I shit on Patrick Mahomes, but he does have that ability. He has way more talent than a Brock Purdy does. San Francisco has a lot to think about, but this kid, he ain't it, man. He's not it. Against the AFC, 3 games against the AFC, he's 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions. He's playing terrible. Playing terrible. So if this is the guy that you want to lead your team, you have to face an AFC team in the Super Bowl. So if he can't beat any AFC teams, doesn't bode well for your chances, does it? You're going to be left like the bridesmaid at the altar again. Look at these numbers. It's just outside of the AFC West, the NFC West, he's been poor. He's just not producing the way they want him to produce. 9-7 at this point in regards to 9 touchdowns and 7 interceptions is just not enough. This is not enough to be able to say, I'm going to commit $60 million to this quarterback. I don't see that this is a viable option. Let me see what he's ranked on Pro Football Focus. What do they have him? So according to Pro Football Focus, they have him at 5. Have him over C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. No, it's bullshit. No. Whoever's watching this in regards to Pro Football Focus, you need to watch again. Because I see a guy that is strictly dependent on the weapons that are around him. That's not a $60 million quarterback to me. It's not. You need somebody that can be able to take over a game, and he's not. He's just not that guy. Doesn't look the part. Good. Definitely not somebody who's not going to be in the NFL. He's a backup. He's a very good backup. Very good number 2. Can't be a number 1. He's a guy that can be able to, if your number 1 guy is hurt, can step in for a few games, man the ship, and there won't be mass panic, right? But for him to be your franchise guy, it just can't happen. Can't happen. So the San Francisco 49ers have a lot to think about. If I was them, I'd be looking for a new quarterback come the offseason, whether it be via trade, whether it be through the draft, whether it be through free agency. They have to figure out how they're going to be able to right this ship because their window is closing. And you don't want your window to close with Brock fucking Purdy. I'm just being honest.